Loss, divorce, retirement, life, we all know, filled with challenges, and sometimes giving up feels like it's the only option. Dr. Ken Druck is here to share how you go on, how we go on. Good morning.
Good morning. Good to be with Shelley.
So good to have you.
Good to be with you.
That saying of life having challenges, I've often repeated the same words, and life will knock you down.
No.
That is what it does, but it's getting back up.
Yes.
It's getting back up.
Yeah. It's that resilience response. It's how we respond in that what now moment. We all have them, and everybody we know is going through some kind of a what now moment. Huh. I was sitting and watching the earlier reports today. Megan Rapinoe is going through a what now moment. The people who lost somebody in the PSA flight, they're going through. I just came from New York, giving the keynote for the 9/11 22nd year anniversary. Whether it's something that happened a long time ago or it's something that's happening right now, whether it's big and huge or whether it's small and subtle, it's something inside of us. We're all having a what now moment. The question is, what are we going to do? Are we going to squander the opportunity, or are we going to meet that moment?
Okay, I'm all ears because I'm having a what now moment in my life.
Okay.
So I'm all ears. The difference between giving up, walking away, feeling hopeless, and doing something with it. Tell me.
Okay, let's start with making sure that you don't have your foot on your throat, that your hand is on your heart. There's a continuum from harsh self-criticism to self-compassion. Where are we? How do we talk to ourselves about what's going on? Is it, what's wrong with you? Look at you, you're pathetic, you're terrible, you're not doing enough. Is it us beating ourselves up, or is it with our hand on our heart saying, of course I feel uncertain, of course I feel a little lost, of course I'm in the middle of deliberating what the best thing is going to be for my life, for my future, for my family, for my health. And it's in that moment that we need to make sure we have our hand on our heart. That's lesson number one. Lesson number two is realizing all the times in our lives where we've had to summon newfound courage. We became a mom, but we got an incredible job that was going to be challenging. We're retiring, we're going through a change or a transition in our lives. We had to find new courage. We had to take that deep breath and say, I can do this, rather than this is going to destroy me, I'm lost, I'm terrible. So that moment of saying, I'm human, how could I not feel lost? Let's be patient, kind, encouraging, supportive to ourselves. So it's our relationship with ourselves that matters the most. And then we can find and surround ourselves with people who support us, who know how to listen, rather than trying to fix us or put a big spin on what we're going through.
You've had what now moments in your life. So when you speak about this and you speak about the experience and you give advice, it's because you've been through these what now moments.
I've been through the big one that everybody says, losing a child is the worst loss. Well, my oldest daughter, who was a superstar named Jenna, died while studying abroad. This is 27 years ago.
May I ask what happened?
Yeah, the bus that they were riding on was overbooked. The flight that was overbooked, they were riding on a bus on the most treacherous road in the world where 1,600 people go. The night before, she had called me and said, Dad, I can't believe it, I'm going to the Taj Mahal. I'm going to the world's greatest symbol of eternal love. And the next day, the bus crashed and she and 3 other beautiful young women died. So what do we do in that moment where our future, our normal has been obliterated, where not only was her life lost to her, it was lost to her sister, her mother, myself, and all the people who loved her. What do we do in those moments besides go into survival mode? Yeah. And I think the way we take care of ourselves, because self-care and survival is the way we honor those people we've lost, it's the way we honor ourselves, it's the way we figure out how to go on, how to move on to that path forward.
How did you go forward? If there's people watching right now, they're listening to this, they're doing their thing, listening, and then they stop to just listen to the story and say, wait, what did he go through? And then you're sitting here in front of me with a big smile on your face.
Well, because I've learned to accept without shame that I walk with a limp in my heart. How many people in the military do we know who came back from a war zone and they're still ashamed because they're walking with a limp, or because their heart still hurts. They lived in a war zone. They've gone through a trauma, and they're ashamed of it. They're kind of hiding it because they're afraid not only have they lost that part of their life, they're going to lose the world. They're going to lose you. They're going to lose their family. They're going to lose people's respect. Well, we have to turn that around to honor people and honor the losses and the wounds that people suffer. And for me, it was saying, you know what? I'm proud. I don't ever have to defend myself or make excuses. I walk with a limp in my heart. If you look deeply into my eyes, you'll see the sorrow that lingers from the fact that my oldest daughter didn't get to live out this life. But if you look a little deeper, you'll see the joy that I have, because even though I would have told you 27 years ago, I will never experience joy again. It's over. My joy, I sat there in the last 4 years since my grandsons were born, Stone and Andrix. You would see tears streaming down my face because joy has visited me again in a way that I never could have anticipated. Allowing ourselves to write new chapters of life, being patient, being gentle, being kind to ourselves, allows that to happen organically. We don't have to get a big spin or read a book about positive thinking necessarily. We just have to be kind to ourselves.
I'm so happy you stopped by today.
Thank you so much for having me.
That shifted something in me, and I saw all that you just said in your eyes in the very few minutes that I've been able to spend time with you. So
well,
thank
I'm going
you.
to celebrate and support you, and I can't wait to see you turn that corner and create wonderful things on that path forward.
Thank you. Thank you,
Shelley.
I appreciate you coming by. By the way, there's a book, and it's called How We Go On. Where can people get this if they want to
Anywhere.
get
Go on Amazon, go into a bookstore, wherever. There's an audio book too if you like to listen to books.
I'm keeping this. I'm not giving it back.
It's yours. I'll sign it to you.
Thank you, Dr. Druck. We appreciate it. All right, Fox 5 Morning News, we're going to take a short break. We'll be right back.